My name's Dr. Savannah Howes, and this is Wild Rose Vet Tips. Today we're going to talk about owning snakes as pets. Snakes are very interesting creatures. I really love snakes, and they do make wonderful companions. If you are considering having a snake as a pet, I always encourage researching ahead of time what you are getting yourself into. There's a few things that you should consider before adding a snake to your household. The first is where the animal has come from. So I usually recommend captive bred animals because it's easier on our ecosystems. They tend to have fewer diseases and parasites, so you have a much more complete history. Alternatively, there are many rescues out there that are looking for homes for lots of wonderful reptiles. So I do encourage either connecting with a very knowledgeable and reputable breeder or finding somebody who needs a home. Secondly, you need to consider, are you able to fit the animal into your lifestyle? So there's many different species, and each species has its own requirements and nuances for taking care of them. For example, today we have Cuddles, and Cuddles is a rosy-tailed boa. And that's going to be very different from, say, a corn snake or any of the types of pythons, for example. So you're looking at different things like how they need to be kept, what kind of enclosure they need, how big are they going to get. Rosy-tailed boas can live up to 30 years, and they can achieve very long lengths, particularly the females. And so the reason it's important to know these things is you need to consider the long-term care of the animal. So do you have an enclosure that's going to be big enough for an animal that might reach 15 feet? A little 10-gallon tank isn't going to cut it. So there's a lot of considerations when it comes to owning reptiles as pets, and I always encourage anybody that's interested in it to certainly connect with your local reptile groups, connect with people that own reptiles, and try to learn as much as you can about the species that you're interested in prior to getting them as a pet. My name's Dr. Savannah Howes, and this is Cuddles, and this has been Wild Rose Vet Tips.